That shit's working? This shit's working? Is this shit working? Let's go. Alright. Let's move the mic a little bit. Enjoy that noise. Asshole. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's right. I have the slide on. I'm a fucking genius. It does literally nothing. Alright. We got one mouth left. Hopefully it goes alright. I swear to God. Yes! I don't have to reset the pen! Oh, fuck. This is... Okay. Actually, it'll be easier if I just do this, right? Is this the dot craw? Wait, what? Huh? I know I have the other version of this because I exported it. So I know it's there. I just don't know why it's not showing up. There it is. That's interesting. Alright. Last mouth. It's not gonna go well. Let's face it. We all know. We already know. But we're gonna try. I do have this, like, hold on. I have this I page at the ready. It's like, I'm gonna go with Nuo Inu. So I guess they just drew like a bunch of them. The writing's in Japanese. I don't know what it says. I think they called it like an eye exercise. Now that I swear I've seen it before, and now they've tweeted it as just eyes. I was going to do this. I don't know. I might not, just because I feel like each one is the same, more or less. Like, okay, they have this one where the eyes are closed a little bit. They have like some different eye shapes, but I kind of wanted eye angles. And I don't know how I'm gonna find that. So we'll maybe keep this one on the side if I can't find something that shows angles. I want one where, like, instead of looking head on, right? Instead of looking that way, maybe it's looking that way. So I have to like draw a half an eye or something. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. All right, so let's go ahead and do this mouth though, because we got mouth to do. Okay. How it, huh? Wait a minute. I did it again. Where is... Why do I not have a version of this? What is going on? Is this our first time experiencing file loss? So I definitely, if I saved it as a PNG, I saved it as a .craw, because first off, it shows up right here as .craw, so I'm not sure why this keeps opening as a PNG. But also it is set to automatically do that. So I don't understand how it's not able to open the right one. Not ideal. Okay. What if I change it to only dot? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Will it show me what I'm looking at? So this one .png apparently is the .craw? Oh. What? So they put .png in its name now? All right, that's fine. Hey, this is what it is. Okay. Undo that. Apparently I didn't lock that. There we go. All right, so we're on mouth 28, the final mouth. All right. So let's start by doing this. I did look into Krita for Android, and it does exist. And I already had it. I knew it existed, but it's basically the same thing. It even has a built-in screen recorder like this, but there's no built-in export. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that because I don't think there's an FFmpeg for Android. But what I might be able to do is do it, then drag those files over to here and see if I can force one. I might try that at some point. Um, we'll see. We're gonna use as much space as we can here actually because I'm brain dead. Um, and we're just gonna kind of send it. Uh, one thing I didn't like about it was the pen controls aren't the same. So I can grab with that pen with pen up. It's like so for this, for example, let's start here actually. If I press the button here, this is the color wheel one. If I press it here, this lets me grab it. For pen up, it's similar. If I press and hold, I think it's like erase, and if I press higher, um, it lets me do the grabby boy. But for the Krita app with the Samsung pen, it doesn't seem to want to do more than one thing. It might just be something I have to look into. I don't really know, but so far I can really only get it to grab. That's okay. I also, for some reason, if I go to change pen size, it doesn't. So it works in that I can do the slider thing, but I can't like tap it in. Well, I can. I can tap it in, but it doesn't bring up a way for me to type. So I don't know if I'll have to get like a keyboard. I mean, I can probably just plug in a regular keyboard, I guess, but at that point, it's like defeating the purpose of the tablet. I guess I can maybe Bluetooth a keyboard to it and just like leave that on the side. Um, anyway, it's not quite the same, but I think I am gonna switch to it over PenUp. As much as I have gotten comfortable with PenUp, uh, for my own sanity, right? So I'm only on really one software. That should help me with like learning the what is this stuff called? Like the color wheel and stuff. Because I really feel like after we get some more of our shapes down, I gotta like I don't know, take go to my local community college and take a fucking art lesson or something. You know, like I don't understand color. Do 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 do. Wait. Oh my God! Do you see that? It dog. It dog. It dog. Oh my God. Or is it? Wait, no. Oh fuck, God, no, not again. It's Simba. Oh my God. All right, now I have to fucking press undo a bunch of times. All right, let's fix this top part. so it no longer looked like dog. Ooh wee. Bada bum. I'm over here rustling my jimmies. All right, let's do a rough thing of the teeth, I guess. This one's kind of interesting. So they did it way different than normal. They got the color a little like better in that, again, it's like dark where it should be unless you're shining a flashlight out of or into. The thing is, they like went full black with like no gradient really for a lot of it. It's gonna be rough. We're gonna have to zoom in. Um, I don't know. I might not copy them on that. I feel like we might just continue doing what we have been doing, but just go darker. You know? Okay. What the fuck am I drawing right now? I think I'm drawing on hard mode. Can I lower the difficulty somehow? Like what the fuck is that? You know, I'm copying their thing. I don't like their thing. We're uncopying. Let's do it our own way. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't. Now that I'm looking at what I'm copying here, I don't know if this adds up really. Dude has like one center tooth. What did I do? Okay. We can fix this, I think. All right. So let's work on the toothage here. How do I do this? That might be it. But like, let's come up a little more. All right. Think that's a lot better. So let's fix these now that we have like a general shaping going on here. Okay. Do do do. How do you draw a tooth? Does anyone actually know? Okay. Okay. All right. That's terrible. But I think we might just have to roll with it, right? You know, I've seen a couple of these lately where I it's like tutorials, and I can appreciate them. And honestly, they say things that I feel like I've said before, such as the teeth aren't always straight, and so I get that. But also, I don't know, sometimes they do them like way too wonky. Like I get again, yeah, teeth aren't always straight, but they're not always looking like a fucking, rave where each one's going a different direction. Bro, I cannot get this one to look good. All right, let's get all this out of here. So that one's like that. So let's just do something like that maybe, but like, no. I know I should be fucking erasing or undoing, but I don't know, it doesn't it doesn't feel right in the moment a lot of the time. That might be the best we're gonna get. Kind of looks like a horse mouth, doesn't it? Damn. Rose bottom teeth are fucking crazy. The hell is going on here? We're not gonna do it. All right. We're gonna do our own. They went I don't want to call it the lazy way. They went the smart way. They didn't draw each individual tooth. They just kind of did like 3 lines and fucking sent it. And then like 4 lines to like get it going. Okay? I don't know, man. What the fuck am I doing? Who really knows? Alright, so let's clean this. Oh, fuck. We're not on that layer. It's fine. We'll clean it up later. Okay. So this is where I think things are going to fall apart. We got to somehow do a tongue. I do not like their tongue. It looks like a little fucking brain. But I don't know how to draw this. So what do I do? Hold on. I think I have an idea. I kind of want to come out of the mouth a little bit here, but I don't think I should. Should I? Should I do it the other way? Maybe I do it the other way. Can we be lazy? I don't like it. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut that, and we're going to hopefully hold on to that. We're going to select, we're going to try and pull off the other direction. So we did like that, so let's do like that. Fuck, I don't know how to do it. Let me... Okay, apparently I can't fucking copy paste that thing anymore. Well, that's unfortunate. So if I do... It's too much. Something like that. And maybe something like that. How do I make it so that this feels like it's coming out, though? What if I do it the opposite way? Okay. So if I just go all the way back here. So it's no longer head on. I mean, it can still kind of be head on. People weirdly do that shit with their tongue, right? It's not the scream anymore, though. It's more like a disturb. The thing is, I just don't know how to do just the thing, you know? Maybe we leave it at this. Oh, fuck, I'm not on that layer anymore. What if we do... something along these lines? I don't, like, what is that? It's got to be smaller than this. Hold on, can we there we go. Okay, uh-oh. Uh-oh, there we go. Let me zoom back in. I mean, I guess in theory, and it honestly looks like they did this, I could just do the tongue last. That might be it. Hmm. I kind of liked the one where the tongue was leaving the mouth the most, but I think we're not really going to be able to work with that because that's going to require me to do like a bunch of extra angle stuff that I just don't understand. So I think we might just go for this, and we got to change it. We got to change it. But I think this might be our best bet. If you're wondering where this tongue strat came from, it's from Chief Tinnabook from the El Dorado sketches. I'm pretty sure he's screaming like that. Or is he? Hold on. Fuck, I don't. Oh, shit. Come on. I just do meme. Yes, that's the one. Oh, man. I don't even know what that meme was, but that's where it came from. That's we stole the strategy. We've learned. Nothing's changed since the 90s. Art tech is the same. Okay. So looking at it, I feel like I kind of want to. This is risky as hell, but I want to make this actually a little deeper. It's a little more than I wanted, but I don't know if I can really do much better. Okay. I think that's just going to have to do. All right. So we got all the main lines down. We're going to do like a detail-y boy. Try and get some clean lines that we can select off of. Holy. This thing's huge. Okay. I guess we just start somewhere, you know? For this, maybe I should have... Should I go to 3? Hold on. Fuck, now I have to do this again. That's what I get. Okay. So let's go to 3. How dare I think I'm going to do something and then not do it? Okay. Sure. Yeah. What the fuck am I doing? Who really knows? Not me. Okay. Okay. I decided to go with 3 just to like hopefully simplify the select stage. I know it kind of takes away your opportunities to go a little more detailed later, but you know, we're just doing our best anyway, so there's only so much we can do. We're not that guy. We're not John Art. Damn it, I was going so well until the end. That's why you probably shouldn't try and one run them, but I'm doing it. And you can't fucking stop me. What the fuck shape are some of these teeth, bro? Like, what am I doing? Okay. Sure. Feel like it's getting progressively worse as I go along here. Classic. Classic. Do, 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 do. No. I'm just trying to put some fucking effort into this. Perfect. And by perfect, I mean that's as good as it's gonna get. And it is absolutely far from perfect. Okay. So now the tongue. This is an accumulation of all of our mouth knowledge thus far. Truly. The culmination, the finality. And by that I mean this is amateur shit. That looks really oh fuck, no. Uh we can just redraw it. Fuck it. We're good. We're fine. Alright. Gib water. Okay. Oh, brother. Shit looks like ass. I'm gonna say it. I hate it. I don't like it. It's bothering me. Alright. Do a new one. Let's go back. We'll select Otico. I saw, I think it was the Ibis Paint's Twitter. It was a woman who I guess did a video for them, a short or whatever the hell you want to call a Twitter video, a Twitio, and she was explaining how she uses the lasso, the lasso. I think she kept saying lasso for some reason. I mean, I guess that might be a real term for multiple lasso. Um, but she would use it as the eraser tool, and I'm like, what? The entire comment section was like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? That's just using the eraser with extra steps. But it's like she was so proud of it and she was doing it fine. And I felt like bad thinking like, why the fuck would you go through this extra step that kind of takes some control away? Like, I don't know. I guess it's not that bad in that you, if you're using the lasso tool, right, you can kind of see where you're going before you erase, and that's nice. But like, why not just erase it? Like you effectively have to draw or erase around the same areas anyway. So like, why not just erase it? Okay, so that's highlighted, which probably means we messed up somewhere. Same over there and there. Let's just see what happens though. We'll spoink that. Here we go. Okay, so we did lose those teeth, but otherwise not that bad. So let's see, where did we fuck up? Looking like maybe there and there. Let's zoom in. What? Okay, it's here. And that's the only spot? Okay. Wait, that's done here. All right, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. Look, that's the best we could have hoped for. Really. Somehow. All right, so that should be, we should be good now. So let's just do a test. I mean, it's kind of a mistake. I didn't mean for that to be like that, but fuck it. You know what? Right? Um, that said, I think maybe I'll like add some white here and maybe like there to try and add some like depth to it. But for now, we can do that at a later stage. For now, we're gonna run with this because if we go back and we keep messing around, I feel like it's gonna really fuck with our perspective. We generally have the perspective, it just feels really flat right now. So we'll just change that later and we'll deal with this now. What? What? No, it's still there. I don't know, just in case, I guess. I don't know, right here looks super fucking light compared. Not really, but compared. Okay. Don't fuck me this time. What? What? Huh? What is going on? We had it. How, what changed? Okay, it's not broken there. It's not broken there. I mean, I guess this is pretty light. I think it's broken right there. I don't understand, though. It worked before. Wait. No. Oh, a paint tool out. Also, I'm surprised that fucking worked. Okay. This looks pretty light to me, so we're just gonna go over it. Am I tripping? Didn't I do this already? Yeah, I can see my thing here. What is happening? Why did it like change its mind? Did did it not work? I'm gonna have to watch the VOD back. I swear to God, it fucking worked, and now it's like, well, actually, it didn't work enough. Okay. Selecto tool. Paint layer. Paint bucket. Fill tool. Okay. Good enough for me. Thank you. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get jiggy with it. So we're gonna make it all a lot darker. You know what? What am I doing? Something like that. Okay. I just hate how much like you can tell the difference. Okay, so I get it. I get it. That's black. So let's go ahead and lighten it so that we can lighten a lot of it. This never really gets that light though, so okay. Okay. I don't know, man. It just kind of feels like it's dirty. Where's the motherfucking tonsils? Bro had a tonsillectomy, man. I don't like that. Okay. I don't know. You know? Something about it works for me. It's it's got like this sort of gritty, dirty, like angry, screaming feeling to it, but also like the lines of it. I don't like being able to see it. I gotta really work on my brush settings at some point. Um, I don't know. It's not doing it. Like right here specifically does it for me. Like just between these teeth. I don't know. That's like good because you can barely see any of the strokes. But like as it comes out, being able to see the strokes kind of fucks with it for me. Um, I don't think it's terrible though. I don't think it's terrible. I think we're gonna do our tongue relatively dark as well. I know theirs is super pink and light, but there's like no shadowing on it, and it doesn't make sense, right? I'm no offense to them. I keep saying this. I loved it. That's why I took the exercise and tried to do my own thing with it, right? But there are things that just don't make sense for me to do. Like in my head, it has to work. Like the lighting has to match for me to be able to process it and work with it. So it doesn't make sense for me. It looks fine. Like it looks good. Although I feel like again for me the tongue doesn't match the rest of it. So it just kind of pops it out. Like it looks like a little brain in his mouth, which is why we changed the shape and why I want to make it darker cuz the original is like bright pink with like white on top right next to like the darkness of the back of the throat. I think what we're gonna go for is maybe we can maybe do that here because it kind of feels like the tongue's sticking out a bit, but it should really match the rest of the shading of the inside of the mouth. So maybe it can be pink, but it's got to be a darker pink because and I get not wanting to match the back of the mouth, but like it's got to be a darker pink because it has to match the lighting in there. Your tongue is in your mouth, right? It's not at all in that picture going past the teeth. In mine, it kind of is a little bit, but you know what I mean? Like for my brain, it's got to match the fact that if it's that dark in the mouth, I didn't swallow a flashlight, nobody's shining a flashlight in it. It's got to match. So like it just doesn't work for me. It's only a criticism in that the lighting doesn't match for my mentality. That doesn't make it bad or anything. And I'm not trying to hate on it or anything. I just my my pea brain needs it to match. Okay. So I think we should just be good to go. Yay. I don't have to spend 30 fucking minutes trying to fix it. All right. So we kind of have to darken this. This doesn't need to be that dark. It is the gums. Um so like I mean this mouth part doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to begin with, but if we're gonna have it be anything, it would be maybe lighter at the front of this in contrast with the darkness in the center here because that is closer, right? Your front teeth, this part is closer than the back of your mouth to light. Therefore, this would be a lighter shade than just about any of the rest of this, really. To such a degree that I might even try and like actually lighten it, you know? It might be too light. All right. And I can probably actually have done the same thing here. Can we shoot. Can't really go back on that, can we? We can. Just gonna require us to do that. And then come back and then do this. A little lighter than I wanted, to be honest, but I think it'll be fine. Okay. Can we get this thing off the screen, please? There we go. Let's zoom out. Zoomed out almost looks like something. I'm not saying it looks good, but it almost looks like something. I'm still pretty unsure of how I'm going to do the line strat. I was figuring I'd just add it in post, if you will, right? It's going to be our final like detail layer. The thing is, I guess we're going to have to highlight the teeth maybe. I don't know. They're not like they're stylistic is the thing. So like these aren't logical, right? You don't open your mouth and black tar comes out or whatever. It's not black spittle. It's it's like that angry darkness in anime screams. And I don't know, this does work for me just because it I know it's not real, so therefore I don't have to like worry about how does that work. It's stylistic. It's stylized. It's fine. I just don't know how to do it, you know? I'm thinking we'll selecto dicko tool the teeth and draw lines and like stop short at the tongue and then maybe just try and do a couple down there again. Which, you know, thinking about it, we're kind of there. Okay. Let's before we do that though, let's do this. Let's do the thickening layer. Let's add some of those smaller details, if you can call them that. Oh no, we have to do the tongue. We have to. What am I doing? We got to do the tongue. We so didn't want to do the tongue that we were about to skip it. All right, I think we're clear. Um, so we are just gonna steal our usual pink, if you can call it that. But we are gonna try and do like some decent shading work on it. Whether or not it comes out decent remains to be seen. All right, not bad, not bad, not bad. Um, okay. So let's add some darkness. Then let's add some more darkness. And then let's maybe do actually some more darkness. Okay. Now we want to do this one. So this is going to be darker here, I'd say. And then lighter here. That ain't right. I might have to actually shrink it, which I probably should have done a while ago. You know, thinking about it, this should actually be darker down here. Let's re-darken this if we can. Okay. So let's lighten this. Okay. To get their pink back. What am I doing? Nobody knows. Okay. Uh-oh. Feel like you're seeing a little too much darkness in that, actually. Can we do this one then? Okay. No, we want this. Yeah, we definitely want that like that. Alright. If I zoom out, how's that? Not too bad. It's a bit dark here, but also like not dark enough, if that makes sense. Let's maybe try and get this here a little darkened. Okay. Do I zoom out? Okay. And let's maybe try and do like that. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but something. I think that's about it. Please tell me I did that on the right layer. Okay, I did. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's okay. Kind of like it. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's add a new layer. We're gonna do like some of those detail lines to try and give some shape and whatnot. And we're gonna try and like do a more detailed cover up, if you will, of the lineage. Nope. Okay. I know realistically I should probably fill some of these like white spots in with the color. I don't know. There's something about like filling them in black instead that's kind of interesting to me. Like it kind of makes it like a very small detail. I just don't press as hard, so it's more like a gray. It makes it look like I intentionally made a detail there, but I mean, let's face it, we know I didn't, but nobody knows. Unless they watch this or the time lapse that will hopefully work. Um, which probably won't work. Okay. Okay. My goal is to get good enough that people accuse me of using AI. That way I can link my Twitch. It's free advertising, you know? Okay. Bro, what the fuck's wrong with these teeth? What did I do? Not the tooths. Not the toothus. Do. All right. Now we can start getting jiggy with it, you know? You know? Do you know the Muffin Man? Okay. The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. Why do I hear a cricket? It's fucking 11 in the morning. 11 in the noon. It's 9 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 9 inch in my nails. Yeah, let's just do this. Make it, you know, just a little something. A little something for the boys. If you're one of the boys, you know what I'm doing. If you're not, you also probably don't know what I'm doing, and neither do the boys. The boys don't know what I'm doing. They've just been brought to the yard by my milkshake. That's the real reason they're here. Thank you, boys. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. You know, I actually somehow thought I would be done already with this. I don't know how I thought that, because I usually take longer than I think I'm going to take to begin with. And I fucking suck, so... Yeah. Every time I do this, I think to my... I've said it several times, too. I think to myself, it's so... It feels so cursed to be kind of pressing on a monitor like this. Oh, that I accidentally drew something there, but we're gonna leave it because that was an intentional detail now. Nobody will know that that was an accident unless they watch this, in which case I'm deleting the VOD. Do not clip this. Don't talk about it. If you know, you know. It's gonna be promptly uploaded to YouTube. Nobody will know. All right. Does this have a base amount? It doesn't. Okay. Do 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 do. Yeah. Okay. Here I go. Should I start making teeth yellow? You know what I mean? Because let's face it, most people don't have white teeth. Like, there's some shade of, like, well, there's a fucking word for it. Bone. You're not gonna believe this. It's because they're fucking bone. And it's like, I don't know, it's like a cream, I guess. Feel like people know. Like, yeah, some people got like brown teeth from smoking too much or something, or not being able to take care of them, or not taking care of them. They'll be like really yellow. But I feel like most people's teeth aren't like bright white. Eh, we'll come back to this. We'll just come back and do it at like a higher pixel count, but I don't feel like changing it right now. Isn't that lazy? But I think we'll also do there. No, we'll do it to there. We'll maybe do some here. Maybe even there. Looking awful gummy today, bud. Bro's got lowercase teeth and uppercase gums. Actually, bro's got uppercase both. If we're talking about bro, I'm drawing here. Okay. All right. Okay. So we'll also do maybe like right here, but we're gonna make that white. Um, and then maybe like right here. We're gonna make that white as well, or maybe like even down to there. Oh, all right. Okay. Why did I think I already did this? Okay. All right. So let's start by just going up to, that's a bit much, maybe like 15-ish, roughly. Could we type it in? Yes. All right, so let's see how this goes. Too much. Okay, perfect. Shall we zoom in? Smartly zooms in. Okay. Sure. Is that good? No. But it's gonna work. Bro. Okay. Okay. Mm, I don't know. Something about this one doesn't feel right now, but I don't know what to do about it, so let's zoom out and just to get a, I don't know, something just feels off about it, doesn't it? Oh, hitting the mic, sorry. Brother. Maybe it'll look better once we like do a little more of the blackening details. We'll deal with that later, I guess. Okay. Damn it. Okay. So let's switch to black. Let's switch to 3. And let's kind of just, you know, figure it out a little bit. I think that's it. It's not great, but I think that's what we've got to work with. Okay. Okay. I think that's okay. I don't like it, but it's okay. It'll work. Okay. So now we are at the point where Oh, you know what? I can still do these. I can still do these. We have an out. We have an out. Hmm. Actually do like one more like right there maybe. I don't like this part. I don't know. Something about this is wrong to me. No. Meh. All right, let's zoom out. Okay. It so I feel like right here feels really empty, but then when I added one here, I feel like it's too crowded. But like I don't know, it just feels so empty. I think we'll leave it as is, like one side. Okay. So that leaves another layer. I think we'll do the lines on. How do I want to do this? Do I want to go back and select? I don't know how to select multiple areas. So I don't know if we can like select the teeth and the tongue. Shit. Okay. So that's that one. So this is the one we want. Um I do see a way around this. That's to take tongue layer and then make the teeth actually white instead of just background colored. And then put tongue layer and white tooth layer over black line layer, and just do the whole fucking thing. That's a lot of extra work though that I don't really know how to do right now. So I'm thinking we'll just try and fake it for now. Okay, wait, we were able to grab most of it. Wait, wait, I think we got it. Did we get it? Hold on. Okay. No, I just unselected it. Hold on. This might be it. No, oh, we only wait. Selection, invert. We accidentally did it. Let's go. All right, so they just did like a ton of random black lines of varying thickness. So, why don't we do that too? We're gonna try a couple different strats here. Let's change that. That one's too thick. Okay, so we definitely want to keep it on the lighter side. Uh-oh. 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 Let's redo that one. But let's undo that one. Definitely want it to be black, right? Maybe a couple of thick boys right here. Then kind of go back to some thins. It's too damn thick. Not thick enough. There we go. I don't know. I feel like it works pretty well in some spots, but it just does not work for me. Like on the gums. Like I cannot get the gums to make sense for me. Like in here, I feel like it's fine, but in the gums, I don't know, it just looks like random fucking lines. We're gonna try real quick. So we're on gum layer. What if we just quickly do like a little bit of darkening? I think it's the contrast that's killing it for me. I think that helped. I don't know if it makes sense, but I think this might be it. All right. Let me zoom in on these teeth, by the way. I thought so. We're gonna have to change those. Um, I don't know, man. Whatever. I guess they're staying. I don't know. I almost feel like the line should come out too. I really want to put a line like right here. My Mouthgum Opus. Ah. All right. I just realized the reason it wasn't showing was because I was on the other layer. We're not going back to fix it, so. All right. I think that's the best we're going to be able to do on this. What do we think? Is it great? Not really. But I think it kind of works. We should save this before it's an unmitigated disaster. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. We want to save this as a ping so that we can also get both. So, all right. I'd say we're done with these mouth exercises. Is this the last time I draw mouth? Obviously not. And we might even find like another page we like to try and get some more going. Um, let's look at our final one here. Things we like about it, things we don't. I feel like I did the tongue a lot better than the original. That's just my personal preference. They did great, right? I love theirs. I don't know, this tongue kind of slaps to me. I do think maybe I should have just sent it and gone for the one out of the mouth. I probably should have done that. I think that would have been cool. It would have been a little more stylized. What can you do? It's a bit late, and we didn't. But I do like this tongue. This tongue came out kind of a banger. The mouth as well, like the throat came out pretty good. The teeth came out pretty good. I would say the top teeth are a lot better than the bottom ones. The bottom ones are decent, but they kind of feel flat to me. I don't really know. I guess maybe like some more curvature, maybe here somewhere, or no, maybe here. But I needed something, and I just didn't get it. Um, to like make it feel less like it's just kind of there. I don't know. It very much looks like a horse mouth to me. I don't know. Like the bottom half, the top half is fine. Um, the black line strat, I don't know. I think we did the best we could knowing what we know about how to do things. I don't like it. I think it looked better without it, to be honest. Let's hide it actually. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think it looks better without it. But, it doesn't look bad. Um, it just doesn't give the effect that I want it to give. This is mouth 28. And oh, come on, dude. Mouth 28. Anyway, it doesn't give the effect that I want it to, and I think I would need it to have the lines like come all the way out as well. So I give that horror vibe, right? Like the intensity. Because it just doesn't really make sense that it's just in the mouth. I mean, I get that I only drew a mouth, so therefore that's where it would be. But I feel like usually you'd have it like around the eyes and like maybe like half the face to not hide the whole face. Because otherwise you're just going to have like black lines everywhere. Um, anyway, I do think it came out pretty decent overall. The whole mouth exercise thing has been pretty fun. There were some days where I just hated the mouths we were drawing, and I also hated what I drew. And then there were like a couple that I feel like kind of slapped. Can we open some of our pages here? Um, let's see. So we got mouth page 2, and then mouth page 1. Where's mouth page 1? Okay. All right. I feel like you can really see the progression of how I was like learning along the way, right? Because like the first one was pretty mid. The second one I like kind of locked in, did a lot better. Um, right, this one kind of slapped. The third one I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I was cooking with this. This one I was like, where's the gums? Right, this is Granny Gums giving a little grapefruit experience. We did kind of good with the spittle though. And then this one was like, what the fuck am I doing again? Like, I think what it was is, okay, we tried it and it was okay. And then it was like, okay, this slapped. And then we came into this thinking like, what the fuck am I doing this for? And then it was like, why the fuck would I ever draw this? This is weird. Then it was like, well, and then and then we're like, you know what? Let's lock the fuck in. Absolute banger. Um, and we kind of just fell off a little bit. We didn't get the shape right because we just didn't have the tools, my hand. And then we locked back in. I think this one kind of slaps overall. The tongue could have been a little better. This one we hated the mouth shape, but I think with this was like a real a real game changer um of like a little bit of shading experience. This was again decent shading experience, but this definitely looks like a gaping pussy. Fuck's sake. This was like we were unlocked from the pussy strat. So it was a little awkward, but it kind of came out all right. Absolute fucking banger. I like this one. This one we kind of like were thinking, where's bro's bottom teeth? Like, what's going on? But it kind of came out all right. It was a good tongue. It's a good tongue. Good tongue. We were experimenting with some colors. Overall, pretty decent, but like I don't know. I feel like I fucked up the color. Don't think we did this person justice, but the mouth like shape is pretty good. Another pretty decent mouth shape. I think maybe cut this off, honestly. Like cut this part off and it'd be pretty good, but we were pretty locked in at this point, and you can kind of see how much like I know they kind of changed in complexity, right? Super easy, kind of easy, super easy, kind of easy because no teeth, you know, super easy, a little easier, but you know, getting harder, but easy at the same time because it's mostly lines, no teeth. Same thing with this. Uh, I don't know why he had a straw pussy here. I mean, nobody had it. I didn't have to copy bro's work, right? But like you can see as they were getting more complex, I was also actually kind of getting better, right? You can see my improvement. I mean, this isn't like greatly centered, right? Neither was that, neither is this, neither this one actually kind of slaps. Um, but you know, you can see then uh, start of page 2, we kind of went in. Like this one's pretty good, right? It's maybe a little wide here, but other than that, I mean, it kind of slaps. This one kind of fucking slaps as well, right? This one's okay. It's kind of mid. This one's absolute banger. This is, you know, she's gonna love that. This is where we started really questioning what the fuck bro was up to in the originals with the shading. Again, stylistic choice doesn't work for me, so I went different later on. But we at this point we were still kind of learning shading. I think we did pretty good on these tongues, but we were still learning it. We are still learning it. But you can really see like how I progressed, and you know, we made decent teeth here. The proportions are okay here. You know, kind of mid, decent teeth, kind of decent tongue, right? The shading was coming along, shading coming along. I still don't know what the fuck this is. I hate it. I think it kind of came out decent, but I fucking think it's so stupid. I don't. What did I draw? What is it? It's the fucking. It's a shrimp. You're telling me a shrimp drew this? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm 6'5" and 6-inch heels. All right, that's not that small. I'm not a shrimp. Okay, but you can definitely see like the improvement until you hit this. Honestly, I hate the way this looks. Um, it's not that bad though. I don't know. Visually, it just hurts me. It doesn't look right, but it kind of gives uh gluttony vibes from Full Metal. Sorry, hold on. From Full Metal Alchemist. I don't know. It looks like he's about to take like a big bite out of one of the Elric brothers or something. It's not that bad. Like if I look at it from the perspective that I didn't create it and I don't already hate it, it's honestly not that bad. Like I could have maybe curved this a little better and like brought the tongue out a little more. But other than that, like I said, it's actually not as bad as I felt like it was at the time. Honestly, the same thing with this stupid fucking shrimp thing. Like, I hate it. I don't like the way it looks. I didn't do that bad of a job with it, all things considered. Like, as much as I hate this, I did it justice somehow. Same with this. Like, as much as I don't like how I did it, I did actually do it justice. I don't know, like, objectively, ignoring the fact that I'm unsatisfied with it, I didn't do that bad. Next one, I really fucked up the tongue, but that's because I don't know, I didn't plan for it because I was following bro's instructions, and that's not to blame bro. Theirs looks better than mine. I feel like I think if I had done honestly the Chief Tana book tongue, absolute banger, right? That'd be top three if we did it. We didn't though, so that's on me. I should have just copied them. I should have just copied bro's homework and it would have been fine. But instead, it kind of looks like there's like a hole right here or something. I don't know. This one's kind of a banger. I really like it. It came out pretty good. This is one of those ones that surprised me. I don't like I if I were to redo something like this, I would cut off like a lot of the outer part so that the lips aren't like the gums aren't as exposed, or I would draw them like using their finger to I don't like pull it. I don't know. I don't know why you would do that, but you know, I think it's supposed to be like a teasing based pose. That's what I feel like you would have to do, or maybe someone else doing it to them, but I feel like that's what you would have to do to make that much gum exposure work. Otherwise, I feel like close the gum in a little more and it would be like really solid. I think this one might be like my favorite just because it's the culmination of everything I've learned from doing this, right? Because before this, I wasn't using color at all, really, right? Before this, I wasn't really taking advantage of a lot of our layers and doing, I would just do a sketch and maybe have different layers for different parts of the sketch, right? The eyes were a layer, the nose was a layer, the mouth was a layer, and that's about it. Now we've got some colors and we have like not just a line art, but like a detail layer. And I fucking hate it. It's so much work to remember to do the layers. But we kind of learned a lot from doing this, which is why I want to do it with like eyes and a mouth, or sorry, and a nose and ears and definitely hair because I cannot fucking do hair. Um, this one I think is our best, particularly without that. I think I think it's really good without the lines. The lines give it a style that I don't dislike, but I just think I didn't do it well. And that's on me. And to be fair to me, for once, we this is my first time doing it. Like I didn't know how to do it. We just kind of fucking sent it. I mean, that's kind of all of my art in general. I'm just sending it. I don't know what I'm doing. I do happen to have a help, a lot of help, but overall, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know. Like this is okay, but like this, I feel like this is pretty good. Again though would probably cut down on this. Maybe lower this so like that this is like more over here, so it's like a little better. But like overall, you can see that like I put everything I had learned up until this point in it, and honestly, I like that about it. Anyway, I believe I have a copy of this, but just in case, we'll go ahead and save it. Um, hey, why is my Twitter white? What the fuck? Why is this? Oh, that was blue sky. Why is my blue sky white? So this is what I was talking about before. Inuo Ino on Twitter. It's in Japanese. I don't know what the hell they're saying all the time, but they have like a bunch of different eye things. I'm gonna keep this on the backlog here. I'm gonna open a new page. Maybe take like a minute. That help? That help? There we go. What? Watch me create another horror OC for my game. Playable? Oh, what? Uh-huh. Now, what's bro playing over here? What was this? Who? What game is this? Interesting. Um, ah, I don't know if this is gonna work. Maybe I'll try and find one off stream. Uh, so we have the one, and it's all like face on, and I'm not opposed to that. I guess we can do that, but these are all really heavily stylized more than anything. And that's fine. But I was hoping actually for some more expressions. The first page had like two different pupils, and that was cool. And then the next one was angry, and the next one kind of was like sweating, kind of depressoed. But now that I'm looking at the rest of the pages, well, that you know what? Okay, we will do this, but I don't think I'm gonna do it today. But their work is fantastic, just as our last person. Um, so maybe we'll do this, but I still want to do a different one, where I can get different angles. That would be nice. So I'll be on the lookout for that. I have read that there's like, well, there's a ton of books, I guess, on this, but like every time I see it mentioned, like, oh, I used this book for that, in the comments, it's like, well, actually, these books are better, or oh, this one's only in Korean or only in Japanese, but it's better. I'm like, well, I guess it has visuals, so maybe, but also like, what if it's not enough, right? Like, what if I need them to explain it to me? I have had, I have worked a job where I had to literally hold my phone out and scan receipts because they were in Japanese or fucking French. Um, and I had to use the Google Translate app back when it was terrible, which I don't even think it's any good still, but this was like 2019 or something. I'm not doing that with a book to learn how to draw, okay? I'm not gonna do it. I refuse. Um, anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off for today. Uh, Next time we will, I guess, work on these eyes. They're all front facing, but there's some emotion differences in them. I don't know if we're gonna match the colors. We might just do our own thing, but we do want to get some eye shape down. And we might be able to deviate a little, and hopefully we can have some fun with it and learn some more, and maybe have a page of eyes for front facing things that we can work with. We'll obviously like try and add our own spin to things as we have been, for example, for the tongue for this last one. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off for now. Thanks for being here. I don't know. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chilling. Every time I looked at this, sorry, it kind of, for some reason, the lines remind me of Beetlejuice. Anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Have a fantastic day, night, afternoon, wherever it is for you. I appreciate you. I will hopefully be on later today. Honestly, it might be Helldivers 2. We got back into that last night, and Bro's arc isn't working, so I'll maybe try and get some arc done today before that. And maybe we'll just go straight into Helldivers or something else. I'll see. We'll send the feelers out, I guess. Um, but that's probably not the end of the arc thing. I don't. It could be. I don't know. I'll at least try and do it off stream for a little while. Um, because I can raid the fuck out of the city now. I'm just gonna absolutely open fire on them. In game, the Lost City. Thanks for being here, though. Thanks for hanging out. Have a fantastic day, night, afternoon, whatever it is for you. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for any help along the way. And we're moving on to eyes, unless I find a better guide, or not a guide, but a better exercise I can probably pull off. But until then, bye.